Hi, my name is Max Duskin. This is my DIY speech video. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to get better at shooting at basketball. Today, I'm going to go over an important acronym when it comes to shooting basketball. The acronym is going to be called FORST. FORST stands for fingers, offhand, rhythm, eyes, sweep and sway, and turn. So the first part of FORST is going to be finger. So you're going to want your middle finger or your index finger to finish like this. I'll give you an example. The next part of FORST is going to be your offhand. You're going to want to find not the seams in the ball, which are the black lines around the basketball. You're going to want to be in the middle. This is where you're going to want to place your right hand if you're right hand dominant. And if you're left hand dominant, you're going to place your hand like this. Now your offhand is going to be your non-dominant hand, which is my left. You're going to want it on the side of the ball so that you have full control of the ball until you release with your dominant hand. The next part is going to be R, which stands for rhythm, which basically just means you're going to generate power from your legs by doing a little squat, getting ready to prepare for your shot, and you're going to let the natural flow of your body go all the way until you release the ball at its apex. Next part of FORST is going to be E for eyes. You're going to want your eyes facing the back of the rim at all times. A lot of people say to aim for the backboard, but I think aiming for the back of the rim is the best bet. The next part is going to be S, which actually stands for sweep and sway. This is when you're in motion of shooting the ball and your feet land a little bit, probably like a foot in front of you once you're done releasing the shot. So you're going to start from the 3-point line and you're going to end a little bit in front of you.
Go.
So the last part of the acronym in FORST is going to be T, which stands for turn. A lot of people will tell you that your feet have to be straight on with the basket, that your elbow and hand align. However, I think a slight turn really helps shooters get better at shooting. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to turn your feet just a little bit. You're going to want your elbow and your foot in line with the basket so that when you rise and shoot, everything's aligned. So now that you have FORST, I'm going to start talking about some drills that you can do. A really easy, simple drill that I like to do to warm up is just go around the paint and the hash marks, and I use that FORST acronym I talked about, and I'll just warm up. So you feel comfortable, your jump shot. It's okay if you miss. The whole point of getting better as a shooter is you're gonna miss shots. They're a really good drill to help you out with shooting. A lot of people think getting better at shooting means you have to shoot far shots. However, that couldn't be furthermore from the truth. You're gonna wanna start really, really close. Now, always try to perfect your form when you're really close and try to aim for swishes. You're just going to shoot 2 at each spot, 3 spots total. Start really close and make sure you work on your form. Try to aim for swishes, try to make 2 in a row, move on to the next spot. So if you miss, the whole point is to get better as a shooter. Now that you've mastered the inside, you can now step forward out. We're going to go mid-ranges. You're going to shoot 5 from each spot, 5 spots, so that'll be 25 shots in total. It's a really simple drill and something you can do in about 5 to 10 minutes. It's important that when you miss, you always make sure to remember FORST, just in case anything is wrong with your jump shot and you're missing. There's always a purpose for missing. Now, as soon as you're comfortable shooting from the inside and shooting from the mid-range, I would say to get about at least 50 shots of both. You're gonna come out to the 3-point line and you're gonna do the same thing you did with the mid-ranges. 5 shots, 5 spots. One's gonna be the corner, the wing, top of the key, the other wing, and then the other corner. And remember to always force, even when you feel like it's not good and it's not working, it will eventually work for you. Even though I'm missing, I'm still always going to remember to forest. Something that I noticed that I was doing was my feet weren't turned completely towards the basket. So now I'm going to adjust myself. Even though that I'm at the last spot, I'm still going to follow through and make sure we get all of our reps in. And if that doesn't get your shot better, I don't know what will.